Hello, hello, hello.
Hello,
I'm John,
I'm
and
Nancy.
we are J&N
J&N
Travels. Well,
Travels.
thank you for joining us on our 3-year anniversary, isn't it, Nance?
3 years today.
It
Three
is.
years ago today, we started our YouTube channel.
Never know if we keep it going. It was kind of just a little hobby thing with
Yeah.
us, but we're just pudging along, right? And so we're here 3 years later, exactly to the day.
Yeah.
So thank you for coming in, and thank you for supporting us. We're going to have relatively the same format today. We get some travel news reports, but we're also throwing in stuff to do with our channel since it is the anniversary. Nancy's fun facts will be to do with our channel, right?
Yeah, I'll have some fun facts as to why we decided to do the channel and so forth and so on.
Right.
But 3 years to get 3 years ago today, and we're still plugging along.
That's right. So why don't we start off with just a news report, Nance?
Alrighty.
Actually, why don't we start off with the chat? Then we'll go into the
Okay.
first news report. So peeking in the chat, we had Vinny Aquatics, who was here quite a bit early.
Oh,
Thank
hi,
you for coming
Vinny.
in, Vinny. And there was Maxwell Smart.
Hi, Maxwell.
We've been catching him lately on the road, but it doesn't seem like he's on the road today. Uh, your marvelous Meg, the
MMM.
moderator, who just got back from
That's right.
her cruise.
I hope she had a marvelous
I
time.
haven't seen videos yet, Meg, but it sounds like you had a great time.
That's
Looking forward to it when
awesome.
you guys start putting out your
Yeah,
videos.
looking forward to it.
Sea Leg
Hey,
Journeys.
Sea
Thank you
Leg.
for coming in. We really appreciate it.
Thanks for being here.
Let's see, Amy,
Amy. Hi, Amy.
welcome in. Thank you for watching. Thank you for coming
Amy
in.
with the deep purple hair.
She's some great shots on her
I like.
Alaskan cruise over here too.
Oh, I like that color. I think it's really
Mhm.
cool.
She's on the cruise with us in October, and she's also in the fantasy football league I'm in
Nice.
with Danny Griswold.
You did a good job dyeing your hair. It looks awesome.
Thank you, Meg. Wishing us a happy anniversary.
Thank you,
Thank you
Meg.
very much, Sea Legs. Journey Awaits. Thank you for coming in.
Hi, Journey. Oh, they just made their
They
1,000
just had a huge
subscriber.
milestone too, right?
Yeah.
Very recently.
Yes.
If I were left off. Okay,
Yeah,
here
they
we
did.
are.
They made it to 1K. Nice.
Let's see, continue. Hello, hello. Hey, Tanisha.
Hey, Tanisha.
Thank you very much for coming in, Tanisha. I
Yeah,
think
we
she's at
appreciate
work
you.
today. She's peeking in there
I'm
behind the
sure.
counter.
Yeah, thank you.
And Meg says her cruise was magical. That's what I like to hear.
Oh, I like that word, magical. That's beautiful.
Oh,
Eh.
she's saying, Amy's thanking you for the compliments on her
Oh,
hair.
yeah, it was really cool.
Amy, maybe you can do Nancy's hair on a cruise. Wouldn't that be funny, huh?
The only way I'll dye my hair is when it goes all gray, and then I'll think about doing it purple. Then I won't have to strip it.
That's
It'll
right.
all be all gray.
Meg says I put out my first New Orleans video cruise is next. Yeah, I think we
Oh,
saw. I
good.
think we saw the New Orleans. You put that out already, correct? Oh, the ever changing. I'm starting to think that
What?
Mariah is in the witness protection program.
Why?
Bobby girl Mariah Hyatt and Pokemon Monkey. What happened to your strong woman, Mariah?
Oh, yeah. What happened to that?
Isn't extreme, huh? Strong woman to Bobby girl.
Bobby girl.
And ahoy to you, Mr. Captain. Thank you for coming aboard. Thank you for the
Oh,
anniversary
hi.
wishes.
Oh, hello, Captain. Aye, aye, Captain.
See, hellos. Yeah, Tanisha's at work, chatting before I eat a little lunch. Sounds good. What are you having for lunch today, Tanisha? Hey, Jonathan, thanks for coming in. Jonathan Short and the Traveling Shorts.
Oh,
They've been putting out videos on the Virgin Cruise Line.
yeah,
I'm
they just
not
went
sure if that's a cruise line that would fit us or not, Nancy. But it looks like a lot of
Yeah, it
fun.
was so nice meeting all of you guys. Now we can put a face to a name. It's
Right.
so nice.
All right, so I changed it. I know you did, but I'm still keeping up with you, Mariah.
Mariah, you're like a chameleon. You're changing all the time.
So Tanisha's having a turkey sandwich with chips and dip.
Ooh,
Very
sounds
good,
good.
very good.
Sounds like a healthy lunch.
All right, well, Nance, why don't we go into our first news? Like I said, we have a few less news things today and some other stuff thrown in. So our first news, the current travel news stories. And actually, Amy, this maybe hits a little bit of home with you. The first one we have is on Alaska. Another
Oh,
rockslide, I'm sorry, impacts Alaskan cruise port. Cruise ships are currently staying away from the key dock and one of the busiest ports in Alaska after another rock slide heightened concerns about the significant slide could be on its way. Amy, I'm curious if you got into this port at all, even
hmm,
tendered in. Those concerns involve the port of Skagway, a popular destination for major cruise companies that sail in Alaska. Late last month, a mountain right above the busy dock was at risk for a rock slide that could cause
really?
a catastrophic impact. Since
Ooh,
then, there have been two additional slides. Both caused damage to the dock used at Skagway Mountain Railroad excursion. Friday's rock slide damaged a container. They have one of these big container, that you
mhm.
see. They were using as a tunnel.
Oh,
See,
really?
and you see a picture of it. The rocks had gone right through it. So it's not going to protect you if
Jeez.
you're in it that much.
Oh,
Um, since then, there have been two additional rock slides, both caused damage to the dock. Friday, a rock slide damaged a container acting as a tunnel to protect cruise passengers from falling rocks. No one was injured in either of the falls, but there are concerns that a more significant landslide could be on its way. Update as of this morning or last night, a third rock slide has happened as
oh my
Skagway has just
goodness.
closed the port for the remainder of 2022.
Oh, they
So they were hoping to
did.
get through the cruise season, but they've now closed it,
Till December,
and
huh?
they
For the remainder of 2022. Wow.
basically are going to have to fix it before it will wipe. They're talking to wipe out the economy next year
Oh,
if they don't
oh,
fix
if
it.
they don't fix it.
So they're actually applying for federal funds and everything
Oh
else.
boy.
Let's see here. Okay.
Wow, Amy, that's good you went to Alaska before all
That's,
this.
that's a good point, Meg. She said Mariah is like a Pokemon. And let's see, Bobby girl, I have a couple new videos coming in December. That's good to hear. That's very good to hear. Okay,
So there are
cool.
people cruising in Alaska
Yes,
now.
but they can't stop at this port.
Oh,
Skagway is
sweet.
one of the biggest
All
ports, and I
right.
can't.
They
Okay,
can't
so
stop
Amy
them.
said we didn't go to Skagway only to Ketchikan and Juneau. Now,
Okay.
did you avoid Skagway? You must have avoided Skagway because of the rock slides, right? I mean, I can't picture them
Yeah,
planning one
right.
intentionally.
Well, no, they wouldn't.
Sea Lake says hopefully fixed before we get there next year. That
I
they're
hope
talking about
so.
getting all sorts of federal funds so they'll be ready in time for
Well,
opening season
yeah,
next
they're gonna
year.
have
But
it fixed. They'll lose so much money if they don't,
yeah,
so they gotta.
Siegel Medea, this is so sad. It is very sad. Thank you
Mm.
for coming in, by the way.
Thank you for joining us.
Nephew
Yes.
Paul Vines,
Hi,
hello,
Paul.
driving and listening. He's the other half of
Yeah.
the big cruise excursion out of New Orleans.
I'm glad you had such a wonderful trip. Glad you're back safely.
That's right. Now maybe we'll just coerce the two of them to go on to the
One an
October
October
cruise. Wouldn't that be
one.
nice?
That would be great.
Okay, she said that no, Skagway wasn't a planned part. Oh,
Oh, it
that's nice,
wasn't.
me.
Okay.
Okay, that's interesting.
I hope the Alaskan cruise was everything you hoped it would be. That's something that I would really like to do. That's on my bucket list. I really
It's on
want
the
to
bucket
do
list. It
it.
came off our bucket list.
I
Now
know
we're
it's
just
back
hoping
on
that
it.
something will happen that we
It is
get to
back
go out,
on.
that we get to go back out
Yeah,
to.
after seeing so many Alaskan cruise videos, I
You gonna
put
read
it
your
back
first
on.
fact?
All right. So, as you know, it's our 3rd year anniversary of having a YouTube channel. And we started our channel on 8/10/19. We picked the date because it coincided with our son and mother-in-law's birthday. So let's give a shout out to our son for his birthday and your mom's birthday.
I think I actually had a thing on there. So
Oh,
we'll give a shout out when I get to the picture.
okay.
Yeah.
All righty. So that's why we picked August 10th.
Amy, did you see much wildlife in Alaska? Because that's like my big thing is the
Oh,
wildlife.
I'm really into
Right.
nature. I can't. I
Okay.
love nature so much. That's what I really.
Seagull, Seagull Media loves Skagway. It's
Oh,
one of their
really?
favorite ports. Meg said, "We will see you all in October. Unfortunately, I cannot take that much time off
Yeah.
for fourth quarter."
Well, it'll be nice seeing you again.
Thank you very much. Join us next year. Felix says, "Join us next year at J&N Travels to Alaska." That would be fun, huh?
Yeah, that's I gave up seeing the Grand Canyon, but I'm not going to give up seeing Alaska. I'm going to do that.
All right. So our next little story here is these things are handy. They're expensive, but they're handy.
Hmm.
Me and you have talked about this. Should you invest in air tags?
Oh,
The amount
yeah.
of lost luggage is surging. If you check a bag, there's no guarantee that your stuff will end up in the same place you do,
Hmm.
or even be able to, or you even be able to recover it.
Yeah.
Travelers can use tiny trackers to keep tabs on their luggage, even if it's an entirely different place than they are. It's worth investing in a small tag of your own. Now, this is cool because I don't think they did at the beginning, but they work off your phone. Okay,
Oh,
ear
that's
tags are
good.
coin-sized devices that allow you to track pretty much anything on your iPhones. They're small enough to slip into pockets, interior pouches, and wallets, and you can attach them to keys and lanyards using optional rings and
Oh, I
loops.
think that's convenient.
If you
Yeah,
lose something with an air tag attached to it, you're in the immediate vicinity. You can
that's
trigger a
good.
built-in speaker from your iPhone. Your app will also guide you to the gadget's precise location if you're within its 800-foot range. No need to worry about your device dying on you either, since the battery design lasts more than a year. Now, I first thought this was a great idea just because you're in the airport and all the
Yeah.
luggage is there.
Yeah.
We're always walking around trying to find it. But
Yeah.
but someone told a story recently where they were on a plane
Yeah.
and the plane was actually starting to leave, and someone looked out the window and saw a bunch of luggage right outside. And I think they were saying he was notified because of one of these clips that his luggage was not following the plane. It should have been
Really?
underneath him in the
Oh
plane.
my
So they
gosh.
actually stopped the plane,
They
went back and retrieved all
did.
this luggage.
That's
So
awesome.
I guess that's another situation, right?
Well, I know our last cruise, when we were traveling back to our hotel, one of the women that was traveling back with us, she was very annoyed because remember, she said the lady insisted that was her suitcase and
Yes.
she knew it wasn't. She goes, no, this is mine. But the lady was so persistent, she just let it
Yeah.
go. And then she had to talk to the people at the terminal and they did all the paperwork for her to get her suitcase back to her. But the
Right.
lady was so persistent, she just didn't want to have her have an
Yeah.
argument over it. But that would have been convenient if she had that.
Right. And
Yeah.
Meg says here, I could use that in everything she owns. I actually had the cheap version once that I taped to my TV clicker, taped to my car keys. This
Hmm.
is a version that
Yeah.
way back, a little one. And this one, I think the cheap version we had was basically you go around the house clapping or
Oh
something and
yeah,
it starts
yeah.
beeping so you can find it.
Yeah, it's so annoying though, especially when she knew that was her suitcase and she even had it marked too, but the lady was insistent that it was hers.
You want to read your fact?
Yes. As we started um, our channel on August 10th, 2019, and we got monetized on June 14th, 2021.
And we were a lot of you people out there are a lot quicker growing with subs than we were.
Yeah, we were slower to
It took
start.
us absolutely forever. I could probably tell you all the things to do wrong, but it took us
Yeah,
forever just to get 100 subs.
yeah,
So
it took us a long
anyone that's
time.
trying to push up there, have faith.
Yeah,
Everyone in this chat and people I look at, they're growing a lot quicker than we did.
yep, yeah.
So just have a lot of patience.
Yep.
First
And
brain
enjoy the
break.
journey. It's been a lot of fun, even though we didn't have that many subscribers. It was still fun for us.
Right.
So enjoy the journey.
Reader's time. Can you guess this? Put in your brain. Oops, I didn't put my. Oh no, you
Oh
know I forgot
no,
to
what'd
put.
you do?
Don't say anything yet. Oh boy, I forgot to put him out here
A
again.
little good smiley out there.
Yeah. Okay. Phew. All right. All right. So keep that in your brain, and we will get back to him. Najuma, thank you for coming in,
Hi,
Najuma.
Najuma.
Okay. Next news story. Like I said, this is relation to our channel. How we started YouTube. Like most people, we were looking for a way to do home movies. We took a bunch of home movies. I converted them all to VHSs. Then we converted them all to DVD, thinking the kids would each have a set, and oh, they'd be
Yeah,
so happy with us. We had all the home movies. Well,
I
of course, kids
know.
don't use that now. And everything's done online, this and that.
It
So
is, yeah.
we decided to start uploading them just so that the kids have access and we would have access to look back at them.
Yeah, it's a nice
Right.
legacy to leave behind for your children.
And then we just kind of went, well, VHS were gone, DVDs were becoming less popular. We didn't know how YouTube worked, but decided to learn how to do simple editing and how to upload videos. We're having fun with it and wanted something we could do together heading to retirement. That was a big goal towards the last couple of years. It's something that so we wouldn't be in two different rooms doing two different things. As Nancy mentioned, we started a channel on 8/10/19, and 3 years later, we are still plugging away. We picked that date because it coincided with my mother and son's birthday. Um, Okay, that was our first emblem. That's Smiley. We'll tell you how he came about. That's my mother and my son in one of the many pictures my sister had put together. These shirts
Yeah,
and hats on one.
yeah.
That's on the cruise ship, right? Yeah, that's on the cruise ship.
Is that on the cruise
Yeah,
ship? Oh, yeah,
the one
that's
out of
cool.
Boston.
Yeah. The twin birthdays.
The biggest joy that we have had through this whole thing is just meeting the people like you
Yeah,
guys and others that we've met in
definitely.
person. This is something we never expected, right? We were kind
So
of introverted in our own lives,
that
and
must have been in 2010 if that was on the
it
cruise.
goes
That was the
way back.
Bermuda trip. So I think our son was, oh my gosh, that was how many years ago? 12 years ago. So he was 15. He just turned 27 today. So he was 15 in that picture.
All right, Nance. Our next story. Oh, do you want to give a fact?
Okay. My next fact was we met over 50 YouTubers in the past 18 months. The majority was in Helen, Georgia. That was a pleasant surprise.
Yeah,
We
that was
didn't know what
huge.
to expect in Helen, Georgia, and we were pleasantly surprised.
We're very nervous about that one. We're nervous about
Yeah.
each one because these are basically strangers that you got
Yeah.
became friends online, right?
Well, we were just so happy to meet everybody, and the place was just beautiful. So it was a double bonus,
Right.
you know. Beautiful people, beautiful place.
Next news story. I don't know how many of you have been to Dollywood in Tennessee. Nancy would like to go
I
there.
do. I like Dollywood.
We're actually thinking
Go
about
there.
on one of our trips back from Florida is maybe diverting and spending the week out in Tennessee because there's several things in Tennessee. There was Dollywood and well, Nashville. You wanted
No,
to go see
I like.
Elvis's stuff
Oh
too,
yeah,
right?
I'm a big. I'm not. I like Dolly Parton. I love to see Dollywood. I saw a documentary on Dolly Parton, and I think she's really, really talented. And Elvis, I've always been an Elvis fan, so I really enjoy Elvis's music very much.
So Dollywood to unveil $25 million roller coaster in 2023. Hollywood Parks and Resorts will debut. And anyone been there and did you like it? Do you recommend it that we take the time to go there? Debut. Okay, so Hollywood Parks and Resorts will debut. I say Hollywood?
Yeah,
Boy, this is a typo.
Dollywood. I
Yeah.
know. I was like Dollywood.
Dollywood debut with a $25 million Big Bear Mountain, its longest ever roller coaster with 3,900 feet, will be situated on 6 acres bordering the Wildlife Grove area of Pigeon Falls, Tennessee theme park, the Pigeon Falls, Tennessee theme park. Big Bear Mountain, which will boast a top speed of 48 miles per hour and feature cars resembling off-road vehicles, is slated to open in the spring of 2023. The roller coaster will serve as the park's first attraction to use onboard audio and feature a storyline based on the legend of a huge black bear that roams Wildwood
Hmm,
Grove, although no one has ever seen it.
no one has ever seen it.
They're all using this audio technology, though. You notice the rides, the new ones at Universal,
Hmm.
so they give you a sound, kind of a sound as you're going.
That's cool.
Let me peek over here. Oops, got a few people in the house, different ones in the house. Thanks for coming over. Desert Adventures of Arizona. Thank you for popping in.
Hello, Arizona. I'll just shorten it.
Okay. But it is Desert Adventures
Desert
in
Adventures
Arizona.
of Arizona. Okay.
Billy says, Helen, Georgia was awesome to meet people and see the town,
Yeah.
except for the freezing cold and
Yeah, that's right.
and the lack of Bud Light wine, right,
Yes.
Billy?
Yeah, I couldn't believe how cold it was, and then it snowed.
That was weird. We
That
give
was
up
very
Florida, we
weird.
expected to.
I know.
Meg says, so happy all came to Helen. And now, Meg, we have an apartment halfway down there if we get tired driving to Florida. Only kidding, Meg. Don't worry. Won't happen. James Cantonese, thank you for
Hey,
coming in.
James. He'll be cruising before you know it. I bet he's excited.
He's on the, did we say the Tampa cruise?
I think so.
James, what's the cruise you're going on?
Did I get things mixed up?
The one I don't know if it's the one out of I think it's the one out of Tampa,
Yeah,
which
I
we
think
are
so.
actually, by Meg's recommendation, we're actually looking at that. Billy says, not enough Bud Light wine, that's for sure. Okay.
Hey, at least they have it though. There is one place that has it in Helen, Georgia. So
Oh,
what?
oh, dessert, not desert. I'm misreading the name. I thought it was Desert Adventures, Dessert Adventures in Arizona.
Oh, dessert. Dessert has two S's. Desert has one.
No, that's why I was reading it the other way around then.
Is it dessert or desert? Is it two S's or one S?
Right there. Right there.
Let me see. That's desert.
All right, let me see.
It's desert, not dessert.
Kevin Billy.
I work with a girl who always tells me you spell dessert with two S's because you always want to.
That's funny.
Yeah, that's how I remember it.
Ooh.
Dessert is spelled with two S's because you
Meg,
always want seconds.
I grew up on a bean bag. She has a fold-out bean bag.
Who said
Okay,
this?
that is a Tampa cruise. Yeah. At some point, I'm going to get more details on that from you, Meg, because that may fall just at the right time at the tail end of our snowbirding next year. It's right there. The two spellings. Dessert is fat.
Well, that's it. It's funny when you work as a para, you do know little tricks.
Okay,
you
so I
know?
did get it right. It is desert then.
Yeah, desert. Dessert has
Okay.
two S's. Why desert and Arizona goes together.
That
Dessert and
that
Arizona.
brings up a whole conversation for another moment, right?
Yeah, this para that I worked with always said dessert was spelled with two S's because you always want seconds.
That's a good way to remember. I'll have to remember that.
I know. So I always remembered her telling me that.
Okay, brain break. Let's see who got this one right. This is a rebus where we do this almost every show. We put a couple of these up. You kind of look at the picture and see what's saying it is. Let's see, let me get my little wall up so when I put the next one. Okay. All right, Nance, let's go back and see who got it right. Do you know what it says?
Mary, Mary.
Yeah. And want to guess what it is?
Mary and Mary.
Anyone else wants to throw it in at last minute? It is basically summary, Sum of Mary.
Oh, I wouldn't have got
Summaries,
that.
which Meg got.
Okay, good job, Meg.
And
no, I didn't. I wouldn't have gotten
who else
that.
got it? Yeah,
That's a good one. I like that.
Someone else got
Some
it.
of Mary.
I thought I saw someone else get it. Meg, the only one.
So what is it?
Summaries, summaries.
Summary. Okay.
Looks like she's the only one. Carnival Pride in March at 214 days to go.
Is that Jim's Cantonese?
Yeah.
Carnival Pride. Nice. 214 days to go.
A big countdown. Once you get under the 365, it's a countdown.
We planned our cruise 2 years ago, and now it's already here. It's amazing. Time flies.
Billy just wants to let everyone know that he would eat dessert in the desert.
He would. All right. I hope it wouldn't be ice cream. That would melt.
Well,
spaghetti ice would melt. Couldn't have that.
Desert Adventure says ice cream dessert is okay to eat in a hot desert.
At least I knew how to spell dessert and desert. You learned a lesson here.
Welcome back, Mariah. 32 days to the rum. Yeah, Billy's on the big rum run, and he has promised me and others that he will not trash the ship because we go on it like a month later.
That is gonna be fun.
Okay, that's what a summary. Summary.
Okay, that's clever. I
Okay,
like that one.
next one, guys. What does that say?
Hmm.
Keep it in your heads, and we will bring it up next time the brain comes up. We'll give the answer to it.
Okay.
So do you want to give a? I think what you're behind our
Okay,
story,
let's
right?
see. What to
No, I guess you did three.
I did three
So number
already.
4. Go
Number
ahead.
4, top videos. Our top videos are 2 Bermuda videos and a Lake George video with approximately 4,000 views. That's interesting.
We just said it was trying to fix.
Do you want me to reread it?
What was
I
it?
said our top videos were the 2 Bermuda videos and a Lake George video with approximately 4,000 views.
Yeah, that kind of surprised me that those 2 were the tops because they were ones that weren't. Well, the Bermuda one I spent more time on, but the Lake Georgia was. But yeah, those are the standalone videos,
Yeah.
not counting the shorts.
Yeah.
Okay, the next article goes back onto J&N, and it's a history of Smiley, which is probably the number one question that we have gotten from people that ask about the site. Why do we use Smiley as a site, as our mascot, Smiley the Frog? Okay, and this basically the quick version of it. Nancy wanted a small pond. We built one. One of these ones that you have like
It's a
the
kidney-shaped plastic.
right?
Yeah,
The
kidney-shaped
pre-form.
plastic form that you buy at Walmart and you put into the ground.
But since then it cracked, and we put one that was a freelance lining. But it's a small pond. And for years she went with my son to a local pond and stocked it with tadpoles. Then she got tired of going through the poison ivy and the bugs and everything else, so she kind of gave up on it.
Yeah.
So she stopped doing that. Then one day, well, actually, I'm kind of jumping ahead to Smiley. So then the frogs just started coming naturally. Like,
Yeah, we just kept getting these frogs in our pond. It was really cool. And go ahead, we can go to the
okay,
next
so
one.
one day a huge bullfrog, and that's him there. That is an actual picture. People think that's a
The
statue
fake.
or something we
No,
put as
that's
a
an
fake.
act. That's
That's the
Smiley.
picture of the
He
original
is a real
Smiley.
bullfrog, and he didn't move. I saw him out there one day because I really enjoyed looking at the frog pond to see how many frogs are in there. And one day when I went out, I saw this frog sitting there, and I'm like, "Holy moly!" I went inside to get my camera, and I took a picture of him, and he didn't move. So I got closer. He didn't move, and I got really close, and he didn't move. So I snapped this
It's a
picture.
great picture. So Nancy brought the picture into her preschool one day, and the kids thought this frog was smiling,
They
as you
did.
can
They
tell.
said, "Oh, I like him. He's smiling at us." So
Hence the name Smiley.
yeah,
As you can see by the picture, it looks like the
yes,
frog is smiling.
yeah,
The
I
frog
remember.
returned for a total of 3 summers. This big frog came back, and then he disappeared.
He
On the
disappeared.
4th summer, we
Yeah.
have a feeling we know what happened to him, and we won't give you any kind of sad
I'm
news.
sure
But
he's smiling in frog
that's right.
heaven.
It's some kind of a frog farm somewhere, right? So we're gonna go with the theory he left on his own.
Yeah.
But that's the background with
But
Smiley.
he is a real bullfrog. He knew he was just so funny because I couldn't believe I didn't have a telescopic lens. I just kept getting closer and closer and closer. He wouldn't move. So he allowed me to get that good shot. I think he knew he was going to be famous. I think he had that
He probably
premonition.
did.
He's like, "Hey, I'm going to be famous someday."
You want to read your next thing?
Okay. So we have met 3 YouTubers multiple times: Eric B, Captain Billy J, and Ryan.
Right.
That's awesome.
And a lot of that's going to be multiplying by the cruise because we'll see Eric for the 3rd time, which will
Yeah.
tie Billy.
Yeah.
And I think Ryan's going down to the meetup, so
All
that'll
right.
give him another
That's
one.
awesome.
And of course, and you got Meg and Paul and
Yeah.
Blaine and all sorts of
Yeah.
people down there. Okay, so let me check it back here before we go into the next one. Dessert. Oops, I went way back too far. She's just trying to find these Nancy. Okay, there's a rum punch with me. Okay, these people are guessing. James says, I am not good at these games. Do not put me on your team. That's good to know because we're on a cruise ship for you. I'm going to make sure we're not on your trivia team because you want a ship on a stick.
We would love to get a ship on
I
a
know.
stick, but that's okay. It's all about the fun, James. It's not about the winning.
Thought maybe wine with cheese. I'm not good at these either, but like to watch and learn. Yeah.
We
I mean,
thought
we're
we
not
had
great at it. We're
no,
certainly not great at it by
we
any.
had a laugh because they had a Friends trivia, and our son was with us, and our son binge watched Friends, and we figured he'd get all those answers right. None of us got them. We were struggling. It was,
As long as you're just looking at them, Billy, and nothing else. We had one YouTuber that used to like to tease us. He'd send me pictures of frog legs on a plate, and he had said, "I think this is
oh,
he's related to Smiley."
no.
So yes, Meg, Smiley
When
is
I was
real.
taking my anatomy and physiology class, and I we
That's
had
a
to
real frog, Meg, right
yeah,
there.
we had to dissect a frog. This was about 10 years ago when I went back to school. And I said to my professor, I can't dissect a frog. And I brought my smiley picture in. And oh my God, people were going crazy over it. They loved it. But I did dissect my frog. It was very interesting to see his heart. It was really cool.
Look at that. Billy's giving a little side slap to us here. Thanks for losing to my team and not so celebrity Family Feud, John and Nancy.
Oh,
I think I had talked to, we probably shouldn't say this, but we had talked to Sean Alana beforehand, and we wanted the younger generation, Billy, to win. It's more of a confidence builder because we can handle the loss. Just so you know, I probably shouldn't have said
we've,
that.
we've had more losses in our lifetimes, right?
Billy doesn't cheat, he's just resourceful.
Oh.
Okay, our next one is, well, this is the next one. This is kind of cool for anyone that's going. I don't know if well, anyone's going on a cruise that stops at Aruba. I didn't know they had this site. Well,
Yeah.
they just started the site. Aruba launches My Aruba travel app. The island of Aruba has launched its own travel planning and itinerary app, My Aruba, which is available to download now via Google Play or the App Store. And just in case anyone doesn't know, but you probably all do, almost every cruise line now and island, they have some kind of an app. So you can almost plan your whole trip on it.
That's really cool.
And we still got to plan what we're doing in Aruba after we find the flight and find the hotel. Travelers can begin planning the trip to Aruba with My Aruba by saving places they'd like to visit, experience to try, and even find places to eat. Categories include car tours, arts and culture, health and wellness, water activities, spas, beaches, and much more. So, Billy, you might want to mark this down too. All allowing travelers to find local gyms, because I think they're going to Aruba also. Save their trip itinerary and get help navigating to attractions while on island on foot or by car, all with one app. Once the itinerary is created, travelers do not need to connect to Wi-Fi, so it all gets saved on your phone. So you don't have
That's
to worry about
good.
that. In order to access their plane itinerary throughout the app. I remember Sean was talking about getting a golf cart to go out on the island.
That's
So you
right.
could do the whole map
Excuse
on it
me.
and use it to follow
That's
yourself
really
around the island.
cool. Yeah.
Actually, Billy, are you going to Aruba? Because he's on the, I think his cruise is 6 days, which might mean he's doing the Mexican cruise, now that I think of it. Billy, you have a lifetime of losses. I understand. Meg says, "Way to take a dive." Thank you, Meg.
Yeah.
Hopefully, they'll appreciate it in the future, years to come. Billy says, "No Aruba here." Okay, so they're doing
Oh, no.
they're
Okay.
doing. Oh, that's right. You went on the short cruise. That's right. Hey, thanks for coming in, Sean and
Hi,
Casey.
Sean and Casey. Thanks for joining
There's
us.
the guy that used to always send me Casey
What?
pictures of frog legs.
Oh, that's right. He
I don't know when you
did.
came in, Cam. Just
Yeah.
explain to them, Casey,
He did send us pictures of frog
how
legs.
there was a YouTuber who would always send me pictures and talk about frog legs when we talked about smiling.
That's right. I would never eat a frog leg.
Well, thank you, Sean and Casey, for coming in. Let's see. Hello from Meg. There's Billy back with his frog legs. He's the one that started this whole
He
conversation.
did. Oh, man.
Sean and Casey, just so you, I don't know if you came in when I did that, just so you can see Smiley. Just gave the legend of Smiley. That's Aruba. Okay, brain break. Let's give the answer to this one. Okay, let's see. Let's put down the smileys. Anyone want to throw a last answer before we give the answer? I guess, Nance?
I'm just going to say
I'll go
winnings.
back.
That's all.
I'll go back. Well, you're close, but
winnings?
I think our read is professional.
She got it?
Meg, yeah, win with ease.
Oh, win with ease.
Win with ease.
Very,
Got an
very
answer? Yeah.
good. Yes, that makes perfect sense.
Billy jumped on board and said, Meg is right. So, win with cheese.
Wine with cheese. Who said that? Wine with cheese.
Okay, scrolling. I don't see any other correct answers. Hot dog. Okay, this is our next one. What starts with P and ends with ORN and is really popular in the movie industry?
Oh my goodness. This is a family channel.
It is. It is. Okay, keep that in your head. Billy, be careful where you put that in your head on this one, and we'll move on. We'll give that answer when we get to the next brain break. Okay, this is something we're trying to do something just small for a 3-year anniversary. So we decided to do a postcard giveaway, and basically this is just our way. If anyone would like a postcard, there's an email running across the bottom, and just email us your name, your mailing address, and which of these 2 postcards you'd like, and we'll just send you a little thank you for being a fan, and it gives you a little souvenir if you're into these kind of things.
I'll
So,
hold the postcards up. You want me to?
so these are like them right here.
Oh.
So the first one is the one, of course, with Smiley on it, and Travel with Smiley, and the second one is this is a sketch that Kim did from KO Sketches
Yeah.
of us, and we put it on a postcard. So these are postcards we'll send them out till we run out of them. If anyone wants one, just
Yeah.
go to our email. It's also at the bottom there. You'll find our email, or I mean, the bottom there you'll find our email. But also, if the show's over, you can find it down below too. Right?
Right.
Okay.
Let me read one of these while you're.
Yeah. Go ahead and do that.
All right. So, first video was a video about our favorite drinks by Lolita Loca. I remember when you did that. Yeah, I
Yeah.
remember they had that.
And that was a weird. Well, I'll go when I get to the video.
You even have it on this little smiley. You made this little. I don't know if you can see the drinks on here.
Thank you, Sean and KC. Let's see. All right. So our next one, that's the postcard, right, Nance?
Yeah.
Hey, thanks for putting that in there, Meg.
Ooh.
That look good?
Yeah.
I just got one of these. Now, I remember the days when I go into a full breakfast at McDonald's and it was $2.99, $3.99.
I remember the days. You're
So,
dating yourself
geez.
now.
Well, we went in
Just
last
last
week, right?
Tuesday,
Because we were
'cause-
hungry on the way up to
Went up to Saki.
right, like with Saki, and I get this simple breakfast, and I think it was $8.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe when you told me how much that was. It was
Which-
good though. You enjoyed it.
It was very good, but it was $8 for a fast food
$8,
breakfast.
yeah.
I assume you could get $8. You could get a regular breakfast at like another
Yeah,
restaurant.
I
So I'm
was really
this one.
surprised when you told me how much that was.
Well, now,
Well, it was a treat. You never get that.
Right.
So
but this probably makes sense why this happened, because if they charged $8 for a meal, this guy probably didn't want to get rid of it. An airline passenger was fined a hefty fee for bringing McMuffins to his destination.
Mhm.
A passenger flying from Bali, Indonesia to Darwin, Australia was fined about $1,846 last week after he was caught with 2 egg and beef sausage McMuffins
Mhm.
and a ham croissant upon arrival in Australia. The meat products were sniffed out by a new trained biosecurity detector dog named
my God.
Zinta.
Zinta.
This will be the most expensive McDonald's meal the passenger ever had. So let's make my meal look cheap now.
Yeah,
Huh?
that's right. It's not bad.
The fine, it cost twice the cost of this guy's airfare.
Oh
So
no.
the airfare was half the price of his.
Jeez.
Yeah, I hope he enjoyed it though.
God.
The Australian minister said he has no sympathy for people who choose to disobey Australia's strict biosecurity
Wow.
measures. Australia has strict policies on the importation of food products in an effort to keep foot and mouth disease out of the country. The
Oh,
passenger received a hefty fine after failing to disclose that he had the meat products. The
jeez.
seized meat will be tested for foot and mouth disease before
Ooh.
it is destroyed.
Oh my gosh. This is a cautionary tale.
It is.
Wow.
Okay, want to read your next one?
All right, let's see our next one. Oh, we met Captain Billy J 3 times in 3 different states. That's so interesting.
Three
Three
times in
times
three
in three
states.
different states. Yep, that's cool.
All right. Let's see what the answer is. You want to read the question again?
You want me to read it?
Yeah, just read it while I'm trying to.
Okay,
while I'm
what
getting it.
starts with P and ends with ORN and is really popular in the movie industry? I have no clue.
All right, so let's go back and see if anyone got it. Yeah, Bial got it. See, no one gets sidetracked. No one's mind
No,
was in
come
the gutter.
on.
It
What is
is.
it?
It is popcorn.
Oh,
I guess you're the only one that fell for it. Huh?
oh my gosh.
That's very true. There's
Very
words of
good.
warning, Meg, and eat your food before debarkation. Yeah,
Yes, it's
and they never even
cautionary
got to eat it. They're
tale.
probably hungry now too.
Oh,
Okay, uh, Mariah, we will look forward to that. Okay, the next brain breaker is another rebus. Look at it, stare at it, memorize it, and we will revisit it when the brain comes up again. Get it all, Nance?
I
Get all
got
again?
it.
Okay.
Well, I don't know if I have it.
All right. Our next story. This looks like something I would want to try here. This looks good. Carnival Cruise Line celebrating International Beer Day with a new brew.
With a
Okay.
new brew. Oh,
Okay.
okay.
So there's a new brew on the screen there. To celebrate International Beer Day, Carnival Cruise Line is serving up fleet-wide a brand new brew, Parched Pig Beach Lager, a crisp and golden beer available in cans in the bar or dining venues as well as on tap at select locations. Sounds like a
Wow.
commercial for it, huh?
Yeah.
Carnival was the first cruise company that can keg its own private label beers crafted by
Really?
its in-house brewery team back in 2019.
Oh, not long
After
ago.
after introducing the onboard brewery concept aboard the Carnival Vista in 2016, lagers were very popular with their guests, so creating the delicious addition and serving it fleet-wide has been a logical next step for Carnival. That looks like a lot of fun. I hope they
Yeah.
have some kind of, they must have flight. Anyone's been on the Carnival, do they have flights and stuff
Oh,
so you can
that'd be
try the
good
different
to
beers?
try
Or
different beers with a flight.
that
Yeah.
would be nice.
Yeah, I would like that.
You are being reprimanded.
Me?
Yep, by Johnny KC. Nancy, get your mind out of the gutter.
I'm so sorry. It's this retirement. My mind's being put into the gutter.
Oh, so she's gonna. This is being released the day. Oh, this was released, I guess, the day Meg got off the ship. So she
Oh,
never got
really?
to
She
try.
never got
Gives
to
you
try
something to look
it.
forward to on your next cruise, though,
Yeah.
Meg. Billy's gonna try it next month.
Very nice. Let us know if it beats Bud Light.
You're right. See, like that's one way. If you don't get to taste a new beer, just book another cruise, right?
That's-
It's a very simple solution. Okay, Billy said he thinks they do have flights of beer.
Oh, that'd be good.
Yeah, and Meg confirms it.
Good.
I don't know why she knows so quickly, but he does have flights of beer.
Very good.
Okay, you want to read your next one, Nance?
All right, let's see what I have here. Oh, our first subscriber was Degenerate Cruisers. They're from Florida.
Okay, go ahead.
Our first subscriber was Degenerate Cruisers.
Okay, this is where I have to have a little bit of I had bad luck getting this work. For some reason, my videos are shrinking, are blowing up. So let's see if I can do this. Okay, this is a short video. Let's see how to do this, Nance. If I close that out, bear with me. Sing a song, Nance, or say do something there while I try and find this video here. If I blow that up, put that there. I'm going to try and pull that over there.
You want me to read another fact or?
Now, let me see if I can pull this
All
in.
right.
Okay. All right. This was our very first video. We went back, I don't know, we're almost at 700 videos now or something, right? So we went back to it and found the very first one. This was actually um, Lita Loca
Yeah,
had
I
a
heard. Oh,
challenge
yeah,
for
I said
drinks
that
and threw it
earlier.
out, and it was
Yeah.
supposed to be a big thing where you put your video out, and then he was going to do contests and all this kind of stuff. So we entered it. Now, hopefully, you can hear this. It's less than 2 minutes long. We just thought it'd be cute seeing the difference, how we're screaming at the screen and everything else on the first video.
We were screaming at the screen.
Well, it sounds like
Okay,
we were.
let's see.
So this
Yeah, so our first video was a video about drinks, and it was,
They asked what your top 5 drinks were.
oh, I see. Okay.
Hello, I'm John.
And I'm Nancy.
We are from J&N Travels.
And we're here to take the Lido Loca drink.
We have picked our top 10 cruise drinks and divide them into my top 5 and Nancy's top 5. We'll begin the countdown now.
Hope you enjoy it. Remember, stay young, have fun.
Oh, that made me laugh. I like that picture.
How old is that, huh?
Yeah.
How old is, I hope we've gotten a little bit better since then.
Well, I thought the video was good though. We just were a little loud talking about it.
I know. Okay, now let's see if I can pull this back up. All right.
But the video was good.
Someday I'll figure out how to get the videos working again here. All right. So we go in from the video into our brain break, Nance. Actually, do you have another fact there before I do the
Okay.
brain break?
First YouTuber we met was Eric B. in New Hampshire. I remember that day very well. I met him on my way to work. Met you guys.
Yeah, me and him met at a
Peterborough.
Chinese restaurant right on the water,
Yeah.
and you came by on the way to work.
Yeah, I was in the same town I worked in, so I was visiting with him and you for about 15 minutes before I had to go to work.
Right. Okay, so let's see who got this last brain break. Where are we? Look at that.
What? Meg got
Billy
it
slips
again?
in and Meg slips in right
Oh,
behind them. It is, did you want to guess
for
for it then?
meta.
Or say it the other way around?
Metaphor.
Stop.
Metaphor.
Metaphor, right. Very good, guys. Let's see now. Scroll down, scroll down. Time for another cruise. Yep, yes, I believe. Okay, we're talking about the flight. Yeah. Yeah,
Get a book
actually,
out of it.
so I got you there, Casey. Sean and Casey even teasing me because I'm still going to work I'm watching the work from live and different things, and I'm supposedly retired. Well, I'm pseudo-retired.
Pseudo
To make the
retired.
long story short, we went down to Florida for 3
3
months,
months.
played the snowbird thing, and found out that with all the stuff going on,
It's
snowbirding,
expensive.
snowbirding is not as cheap as I
No.
budgeted for 5 years ago.
No, it's not.
So I came back, and my work was kind enough to offer me a contract to work 2 to 3 days a week. It's a separate contract, no benefits or anything like that. But basically, the money's all going into an account for
Yep.
Florida or cruises or that type of thing. So, yes,
Yes,
retirement technically on paper. You're right.
but he's working for a Florida getaway in the winter.
Yeah. something to look forward to. Let's see. Cruises. John has shrinkage problems. He just
Who
watching
said this?
Billy. He's watching too much Seinfeld, I think.
Oh gosh.
Yeah. So Meg remembers this contest. It's really
Does
funny.
she?
They ran
She
this
remember it?
contest, and technically this video came up like before our official date
Yeah.
of the 10th, but we needed to get it up there because he had a deadline.
Yeah.
But as you can see, we probably would have won first place, but they never handed out the prizes.
No.
Yeah.
I thought it was well done. I thought you did a great job with that.
Funny looking back though, huh?
Yeah, it is.
Makes it you only need one drink a day after that big. You just have to know the right bartenders. Grasshopper. Hey, Larry, thanks
Hey,
for coming
Larry,
in. Nice
how
to
are
see you.
Nice to see you. Thanks for coming in.
Larry, it's 2:50 here.
Yeah.
See, that was how we met.
Huh?
Wait a minute. I'm trying to read. That's how we met J&N Travels, and Tony was a butthole about it. He just wanted us to freely promote the channel.
Oh.
Yeah, I hear ya. I'm still waiting for my whatever, my award for the video, right?
That's right.
Let's see. Hi, Meg. I sent you.
I
a
think he
message.
should give you a
Facebook,
ship on a
okay.
stick for that.
That's right. Okay. Hellos. Still hellos. John has a slushy fund. Yeah, a slush fund or a slushy fund. That's a good way to look
That's a
at
good
it.
way to look at
Of
it.
course,
We
Billy's
know
making
how
a
you-
reference. I had one or two slushes
You
when
know
we
how
were
much
up
he
at
likes his slushies.
Golden Corral in Manchester where we met up last.
Just one or two.
Yeah, see, Meg, thank you. I think she's referring to that video with the one first place.
Oh, well, I second that.
Okay, where we at? Okay, so we did the metaphor part, right?
Yeah.
All right, so. All right, let's get the smiley heads out there and go to the next one. All right. Stare at the picture, keep it in memory, and we'll bring it up again to give you a chance if you don't catch it all. But which one of these cave people, I guess you'd call them, is from the future?
Ooh. All right. I have to look at this one because I can't. Which one of these cave people is from the future?
Okay, look at it,
Okay.
and we'll bring it back up again.
Interesting.
You got it, Nancy? Got it memorized?
Yeah. Oh, I see. Okay.
Okay, and our last news story. This is, you probably all know this, but I'm going to say it again because it is really good news. I just hope that Carnival gets its head out of it, you know what, and does it since it's taking all
You
the
want
food,
Carnival
since
to
they're shutting all
follow
the free
suit.
food on people. Maybe they'll at least take the testing away. But this
Yeah.
is Norwegian Cruise Line. It revises its vaccination and testing protocols. Huge, huge news, as we all know. I think the other two are going to follow suit.
I
At
hope
least
so.
by October.
I
Cross our
hope
fingers.
so. Cross our fingers.
I'm sure most of you know this, but Norwegian Cruise Lines announced revisions to its sail-safe health and safety protocols. Vaccinated passengers age 12 and older will no longer have to pre-cruise virus-related protocols, and unvaccinated passengers may cruise with a negative test within 72 hours. So basically, if you're vaccinated, you can cruise like you used in the old days. If you're not vaccinated, you can cruise now, but you have to take a test within 72 hours. So
Okay.
So that's great.
That is good news.
The policy goes into effect across NCL cruise lines for all voyages that commence on or after September 3rd, 2022. So it's come right around the corner. Requirements might differ for guests on voyages, specific local regulations such as Bermuda, Canada, and Greece. That's because these countries have stuff that they will only let people that are vaccinated in. So if you go into a country like that, then you're going to have a test. NCL continues to strongly recommend that all passengers be up to date on vaccination protocols and test at their convenience. Got it?
Got it.
Got it. Okay. So that's like the biggest news, right?
I hope Carnival follows suit because I'm keeping my fingers crossed that we don't have to be tested.
All right. Let's see if I catch anything else in here. Go back. Oh, all right. So, yeah, well, I think it was one or two, Billy, but I'll recount. I've got pictures of it.
Oh, the slushies?
Yeah, slushies.
Yeah, it was more than two.
Hey, Thanks for coming, Daniel.
Hi, Daniel. Thank you for joining us today.
Hellos, 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 hellos. Okay. Hey,
Hmm?
thanks for coming in, Rob. It is 2:55 here. Larry, hope you need to test in 2024 as long as they don't change the rules. Yeah, I
Mm.
know, right? I know because these people coming from Canada, I'm not sure how.
Mm.
It's still complicated for if you're out of the country. You know that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this is our last brain break, and I'd just like to say one more time. First of all, thank you for coming in and sharing our 3-year anniversary with us. Number one. Number two is we'll be going live at 2 o'clock next Wednesday. We will not be going live this weekend to do the games because of commitments, but we're going to do the following 2 Sundays at 4 o'clock, and we'll be doing our game days on those. And just as a reminder, where did I put them?
These?
Yeah.
The ones on the bottom.
Okay. We will be sending anyone that would like a postcard, send to our email your name, address, and which of these 2 postcards you would like. We will gladly send you one. And we had done something on our thousands. We did these magnets that we sent to of the people here. A lot of you probably have those, but now we're just sending up a little courtesy postcard, right?
Yeah.
Just something to share with other people. So let's see as we go into our last. Let's put this back up again.
You want me to read another one of these?
But you have more left?
Yeah, I
go
do.
ahead.
Okay, our top short was Crazy Bengal Cat on the Wheel with almost 36,000 views.
Dumbest one we have. It's got to be our dumbest video. It's a cat on one of those little wheels.
Oh, it wasn't little, it's a huge
Oh,
wheel.
yeah.
The cat's not very big, but the wheel is. And then our last one is we have 21 playlists, over 100 shorts, over 175 lives, and over 700 total videos. And that sums it up.
Yeah. So people look and say, what do you do for your life, right? You just sit around playing with videos. There's a question here. Shoot. I can't see it. Oh, Daniel Fields says he still has his magnet on the refrigerator.
Oh, good.
That's cool to know.
That's good to know, Daniel. And it is a real frog, in case someone asked you.
Yeah, that's right. Geez, I had something else and I totally forgot what it was. Okay, so let's go into this final one. So the answers, let's see. Can you figure it out in the answer
Yeah,
over
she
there?
has a pen. She's writing, so she's
No, I mean
writing with a pen
that's
on
not
the
a
rock.
bad that's not a bad guess, but it could be a chocolate. That's not the answer,
Oh,
but
I
that's
thought
not
it
they're
was.
really not a bad
Oh, it
guess.
looked like a. Okay, what was the answer?
The rock mixes the rock. Nope.
I thought it was the.
The other rock says sea legs. No. Let's see. It's not the rock. Okay. Meg says the guy in the back right holding a tool.
Well, that's why I thought the pen.
And that is basically the answer.
The tool? He's holding a tool? The guy, which one? Holding, that's a tool?
Well, what it is a flashlight.
Oh,
Someone did
okay.
get it, but
All right.
that's what it is. That guy holding
All right, flashlight.
something from the future.
Well, see, I think that looked like a pen, but I guess it could have been a stick. All right.
Let's see. Larry said, didn't Michael Jordan come out of retirement numerous times? Yeah. Boy, I'd love to be compared to Michael Jordan. Wouldn't that be something to
Wouldn't
do?
that be something? Yeah.
And play different sports and different things. Boy, that would be the life. That'd be cool. Okay. Oh, Meg put her magnet up. Good,
Oh,
good.
nice. Thank you, Meg.
And then if anyone is dying for a magnet, we do have a few more. Send me an email.
Well, if you want a magnet.
Sea legs right there. Got dude holding the flashlight. We will be bringing the extra magnets on the cruise too.
But if you want a magnet with a
postcards.
postcard, you can just tell us.
Larry said, I have a magnet also. We go on my shelf when I finish it. Nice.
Nice.
Brian, thanks for coming in,
Hi,
Brian. I was actually watching your live last night, Brian. Okay, so let's get rid of this. Pop back up on screen. We want to thank everyone for these last 3 years. Means a
Yes,
lot to us.
it
We've been having
does.
fun doing it. It's been great meeting you people. If you want a postcard, let us know.
Or a magnet.
Our email is down below, and oh, you can find it easy enough, right? Or ask me in the comments, and you'll give the email. So,
Oh, oh, you didn't say happy
yeah.
B-Day to your mom and your.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's right. Well, yeah, we did when we did. But just in case we didn't, we'll close the show by wishing a happy birthday to my mother and
Our
my
son.
son again before we leave. Billy's got a couple of Jan, and yeah, Billy, we're giving you one every time we meet you. So hopefully your refrigerator we cover with them. All right, thank you very much, everyone, for
Thank
coming
you
in.
all for joining us. Stay young and have fun.
Have a good one, everyone.
Bye.